All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, we made it. Hey, Cherie, and all of you that are with me live, thanks for being a part of our Friday, your weekly focus. For many of you that have been following along for the last 12, 13 weeks, we've just been having an amazing time together. And I kind of made it my mission about 13, 14 weeks ago to go live every Friday and bring some positivity, bring some value to people's lives. There's so much going on right now that we can really get caught up in the drama. And I'm telling you, that drama can bring you down, can suck you in. And next thing you know, we're not in a happy place. So I love it. So yeah, Cherie, we have boxers. We're kind of a boxer family. Denise's youngest son has two boxers at his house. So when we watch the kids, they go away for the weekend, we get the boxers. So we actually then will have three boxers in the house. So it's a house full. In fact, last night, as I was sitting down watching a little bit of TV, I had Buster was in a really funny mood. Buster is the name of our boxer, Buster Brown, right? He's got a brown color. And man, he was just wanting to play. And when boxers get that energy and they're running around, they are just really super fun. So, needless to say, hey guys, welcome to your weekly focus. I love it because this is an interactive experience, which means you actually get a chance to bring in your comments. I get to bring them into the show, which is kind of cool. I always love that. And Cherie is really active in here with me. She said that she had a boxer and it was the love of her life. Yeah. Both male and female boxers, just a lot of fun. We're always advocating for boxers. We get people all the time, Cherie, that reach out and say, hey, do you know where I can get a boxer at? So we always kind of keep an eye open for, boxers that are coming available. The home, the family that we got Buster from, I know they breed boxers up in Paradise. For those of you that may not know anything about Paradise, Paradise was a community up in Northern California that burnt to the ground a couple of years ago, and it was really frightful. A lot of people died. The grocery store, the fire station, every bit of service in town was burnt to the ground, including all of the houses. So it's really sad. But there were a few houses that were spared, and one of them was Buster's home. So we're very fortunate for that. So, well, let's see. So we just ended our 12-week series yeah, on your weekly focus, and we kind of really focused that series around health in every aspect. What's important to you? What are you looking to accomplish? What are the things you're doing each and every day? What habits are you creating to be healthy? And some of that was centered around eating right, getting a good night's sleep, hydration, getting out and having physical activity, the importance of managing stress, all those things. And really, so we had a really amazing series, and we have the whole series over in YouTube. We'll talk a little bit about that towards the end. But I kind of sat back at the end of it and I said, okay, well, do I keep this going? And of course, the answer was yes, overwhelmingly. I'm loving it, and the people that have been interacting, we've been watching people actually have some amazing breakthroughs in their health and in their mindset. So we think this has lots of value with all that's going on in the world, and certainly going into the holidays. And so I thought I would do another short series. So this is going to be about a 7-week series, and it's all about kind of having a good holiday game plan, and it's around being positive, really doing things that provide meaning and purpose and joy, and making progress over the holidays. Did you know, just from I'm a health coach, so I'm going to focus many of my analogies around health, but did you know that between Halloween and New Year's, most people, the average person gains between 8 and 10 pounds. And that's why the New Year's resolutions came out, right? Because you're going, man, we need to shed some of these holiday pounds. Well, my goal is to not take away all the fun and enjoyment in life, but really focus on those things that can help you be healthy over the holidays. Because being healthy over the holidays, in every aspect, healthy body, healthy mind, maybe even watching those finances, when you're focused on the things that matter most to you, it's probably not going to be eating cake and muffin and cookies and chocolate and fudge and all those things. In fact, in the business world, I was a vice president for a Fortune 100 company, and I had, among my office staff, I used to say, the holidays are really beginning until the fudge hits my desk. Well, then all of a sudden they start getting all this fudge, and of course, you get fudge, you eat fudge, And I was about 18 years ago, and I was 85 pounds overweight. Didn't feel very good. I was eating too much fudge over the holidays. So, needless to say, we're going to do this 8-week series, and it's going to be really more on mindset than it is, weight and nutrition. Although we'll touch on that a little bit, but we're gonna talk a little bit about some things that can really be productive for you, and we're going to give you value today. So we're going to go through 12 really key practical tips for helping you start each and every day with a positive mindset. See, remember, we're going to talk about mindset in our first series. So this is going to go for 7 weeks, all the way through. I think the last one is on December 29th, a couple of days before New Year's. And so we'll be talking a lot about how to start 2025 off on the right path. And what I'd love to do, what I'd love to see over the next 7 weeks is that we begin to create some momentum. Remember last week we talked about momentum? So I want to carry over what we've been learning and make sure that we stay in action so that over 7 weeks, by the time we get to New Year's, we have already established a pattern to help us be more mindful and more healthy and focused on what it is we want. So this is my whole show is called Your Weekly Focus. And so we've got some really fun things coming between now and the end of the year. So hang with us. Set your reminder to join us every Friday at 10 a.m. Right here in both YouTube and Facebook. So we've got 2 places we're broadcasting over in Facebook. One is my personal timeline page. We've got an event that was created. And then we also have our business page, the Health Coach Network, which we're going to be rebranding as Your Weekly Focus. And that'll happen over the next week or so. And so you can always find us there. But our YouTube channel is probably our real go-to place. And you can just go to youtube.com/@Russ McCann, and you can find our YouTube channel. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. So let's get into these 12 practical tips for starting each day with a positive mindset. So number 1 is practice gratitude first thing. So, maybe even before you crawl out of bed, you wake up a little bit, and but before you get out of bed, think of 3 things that you're really grateful for. And, I think sometimes when we start our day with some positive thoughts, these simple focus on positive thoughts, they can really steer the rest of your day. So when we start our day with positivity, we're probably going to create that in the way that we communicate with other people, we communicate with our family. So, just while you're laying in bed, before you even get the feet on the ground, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. And I can think of 3, maybe 10 right out of the gate. I'm so thankful for my family. Just especially over the holiday season, really thankful for my relationship with Denise. She's an amazing woman, for those of you that know. And I'm very fortunate and very lucky to have her in my life. And very grateful for all that God has provided. We enjoy doing what we do. We love helping people, and we get to be a part of something transformational for people. So those are just 3 things that I was thinking about. I would love, while we're talking, if you can think of a couple of things that you're grateful for that maybe you can reflect on at the start of each and every day. I would love for you to just drop that in the comment section so I can interact with that. So number 1 is practice gratitude first thing in the morning. So number 2 is set a positive intention for the day. So, choose a single word or phrase that kind of signifies what you intend to accomplish during the day. So it could be, I intend to be calm or productive or grateful or on fire, um, you know, excited, full of energy. And what you guide, and these will guide your actions in creating a healthy mindset for the rest of the day. So we taken 2 or 3 minutes in the morning to be grateful, and then now we're saying, all right, what do we want to accomplish today? What is our intention? What is our purpose? And that's number 2 in the 12 practical tips for starting each day with a positive mindset. Okay, we're on to number 3. And I would still love it as we're going through this live, or if you're watching in replay, please drop in some comments. I do interact with each and every comment. I love that. That's the neat part of our technology, is that we get a chance to interact while we're going live. And then in recording, I do look and comment back to every single comment. And so make sure that you interact with me. I love the interactive part of our technology. So, all right. So number 3 is avoid checking your phone immediately upon waking up. So this is at the start of each day. So give yourself just a few minutes. Don't pick up the phone. Don't get distracted by an email, something that didn't happen the day before. And now you're all stressed out because you're thinking, oh man, I'm already behind. Don't check your emails. Don't listen to the news. Don't even go on Facebook, listen to anything on social media. Just start your day in a kind of a state of calm. So the phone, as most of us know, once we get this in our hand, we are distracted for the day and we don't get accomplished what we want to get accomplished. So this is a really, really important one. I know it's a hard one. Especially when I was in the corporate world, my whole life revolved around an email. And if I got a horrible email first thing in the morning, it did destroy my day. So we want to start each day with a positive mindset. And if you're all worked up, fired up, and stressed out, you're probably going to have a pretty stressed out rest of the day. So again, we're wanting to really create a positive mindset at the beginning of each day. So number 4, and this one is so important, but many of us just don't take the time to do that. And that is take a few minutes each and every day for some deep breathing. A little bit of mindfulness can help you center yourself and reduce stress even before the day begins. So, as many of you know, the as we coach our clients, one of the things that we advocate for is that our clients are part of the community of support. And we have these win calls. They're every day, twice a day, early in the morning, around 6 o'clock, and then again at 7 o'clock in the evening. Actually, I might have the times wrong. It's 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Anyway, during the 15-minute win call, they share their experience, they share what they're grateful for, and then there's a 5-minute session in there where we actually stop for 5 minutes and take deep breaths and think about what we're grateful for. And this has been a game changer for many of our clients. So again, adapting these 12 steps can really help you have an amazing day. Just stop, take a deep breath, hold it, exhale, take another deep breath, and do that for 5 minutes. Let that oxygen flow. Let that get going to your brain. You'll feel your body, your lungs filling up, your diaphragm discharging. You're going to feel the energy. And you know what? Even taking time for a little meditation, a little devotion, 5 minutes a day can be a really, really positive change for you. And speaking of positive changes, number 5 is recite a positive affirmation at the beginning of each day. It could be something like, I am capable, or I'm grateful for the day, or I have everything I need to be successful, or I'm going to kick it into gear today, right? Have some affirmations. And if you are looking for affirmations, you can just go to ChatGPT and say, give me the best 12 affirmations. And ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, will give that to you. You can even ask your friends, what affirmations do you start the day? If we have a positive mindset and have these affirmations that we hold dear, it doesn't mean that they're all going to come true all at one time, but having affirmations that affirm what it is you stand for and what it is you are looking to accomplish over time, these get plugged into your brain and they become part of what you do. And that is be successful, be grateful, have the capability to do the things that you want to do. So, affirmation. So, number 6, move your body. Okay, this one really gets me going, especially when I'm thinking about music or dancing, but it could just be something simple like doing some stretches, doing a little bit of yoga, going for a quick walk. Movement, releases those endorphins and it helps you feel energized and positive. Even when it's cold outside, put on a nice warm coat, put on the tennis shoes, and go for a walk. Get your body moving. The ligaments and tendons and joints need to get moving. But guess what? A lot of times that activity creates those endorphins and it really helps us have a great rest of the day. So get some physical activity each and every day if you can. All right, number 7, you knew this was coming, right? Drink a glass of water. So first thing in the morning, my best tip for clients is right after you get up and go to the restroom, and maybe for those of you that are scale watchers, step on the scale, then drink a big tall glass of water, 16 ounces. Drink it down, get started about your day, and maybe around 9 o'clock in the morning, you do another big 16-ounce glass of water. Now you've got 32 ounces already in before 9 o'clock in the morning, and that can really set a tone and set your body in motion. So our body is about 70%, if not a little more, 70% water. We need it. It's practical. It flushes out all the toxins. It gets this at the cellular level things moving, and it helps flush out much of the illness that we have. And talk about illness, man. I on Monday I came down with a cold and thought I was going to die. Man, I went to the doctor. It's not strep. It's not COVID. It's not the flu. It was simply a really good head cold, and I didn't feel very good. And drinking water can be a real part of being healthy and hydrated. That was one of the things the doctor said is, how are you doing at drinking your water? And, that's one of the areas that I struggle on. I got to be totally honest. But taking a good glass of water can be really, really important at the start of the day. Okay, number 8, plan one joyful activity. So think of one thing that you can look forward to doing during the course of the day, no matter how small, like a favorite meal, or maybe a phone call with a friend, or maybe something that you're going to go for a walk with a friend, or meet up with a friend for a cup of coffee. Pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't talked to in a while and say, hey, let's get together this afternoon. Do you have a few minutes? And just really get to spend time in fellowship. So find one joyful activity that you can do each and every day that can have a big impact. All right, we're on to number 9, and that is listen to some uplifting music or a podcast like this one. Hey, you know what? We have a lot of episodes over the years that we've done. In fact, a couple of years ago, I did a live every day for 30 days. That playlist is out there. We just finished our 12-week series. So there are lots of amazing podcasts and audiobooks and things like that. But I love things that give you positivity, and you're always going to find that here at your weekly focus. But uplifting music that gets you moving is always kind of fun. I have a yard playlist when I'm doing yard work. I have a certain group of songs that really help me find peace and relaxation while I'm doing yard work. And I love that list. Or when we're out by the pool with the kids, we have a pool playlist. It's a little bit more tropical, a little bit more Beach Boys, a little bit of Journey thrown in there. There's some contemporary stuff in there for all of you who are going, oh, I can't believe he's going all the way back to Journey, right? But needless to say, finding an uplifting playlist and doing things that fill your mind with positivity can be a really great way to start the day. All right, practical tip number 10 is smile. All right, smile, even if you don't feel like it. So, smiling can trick your brain into feeling happier and more positive, even in stressful situations. In fact, stressful situations, when you've got a big smile on your face, sometimes that can just break the ice a little bit. So, Cherie, what this Today Live says, I'm planning to get back into the habit of listening to my meditation tracks. Oh, absolutely. I love that, Cherie. And it has such a positive impact when you're filling your mind with things that bring you joy and you find peace in. So, number 11, visualize your day. For those of you that are visual learners, I'm one of those. Vision boards. I don't know if anybody have ever created a vision board. We try to do that with our team of coaches and clients every January. Set out a vision board, just visualizing how you're going to spend the moment being peaceful. Think about it and say, I'm looking forward to my lunch break. I'm going to maybe go down to that park down by where I work, and I'm just going to have lunch out by the park, right? So visualize your day. Imagine yourself navigating all of those challenges, and at the end of the day, feeling accomplished, right? So visualize it. When you visualize it, there's something about putting that in your brain and having like a motion picture going on, showing you what the day is going to look like. And I could tell you that's a very powerful way of actually making those things come true because you're focused on it. So that's what the weekly focus is. We're wanting to focus on the things that add value to your life. And number 12, prepare the night before. So reduce your morning stress by organizing your clothes, having your meals prepared in advance, schedule the night before. So start the day already prepared. I love at the end of the night to take a yellow pad and just do a data dump. Get all the stuff out of your brain, all the stuff that you've been stressed out, and all the things that maybe you didn't get accomplished. Just get it out on paper, and then on another piece of paper, write out the 5 or 6 things that you'd like to accomplish at the beginning of each day so that when you wake up, you have time to do these exercises, and then you turn right around, go to your list, and guess what? You go get stuff done because you have prepared the night before. So these are some really good practical ways of helping you start your day and be mindful. I'm so grateful that we get a chance to be here every Friday at 10 o'clock. And I would just encourage you to be a part of our lives each and every Friday. I'm going to show you a little bit where to get that in YouTube. But before we do that, I wanted to simply share, my health story. As I've shared, I'm a health coach and I have been I'm going on my 18th year, 66 years old, and I'm in better shape now than I was in my 30s and 40s. And not just from a physical body, although that's definitely improved. It's the mental stuff. So it's this personal development growth mindset that we've been talking about has been part of my health journey, and healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. So I would just encourage you that if you have an area of struggle right now in your life, and I'm sure there are many people that do, lead with your health first. Get out and move, start drinking more water, eat smaller meals every 2 to 3 hours, look at portion size, get connected to a community or a coach that lifts you up and moves you forward, and make your health a priority because you're so worth it. When your health is in check, I'll just share with you, when your health is in check, the rest of your life follows. But if your health is not in check, even with all the money in the world, even with all the things going on, positivity in your life, if you're in poor health, the reality is that you probably won't live out as many days as you would have if you would have led with your health. So I want you to be around for a long time. We've got a lot to accomplish together. So make sure that you do that. And then also, last week or the week before, we introduced the daily habit assessment. I would just encourage you, if you're, wanting to get into a better routine, not really knowing where to start, we have a free digital health assessment. We don't bug people. So when you fill this out, it's going to give you a score based on the habits that you've created, your daily habits of being mindful, managing stress, eating, hydration, physical activity, exercise, evaluates each of these key areas of health and gives you a score. And sometimes the score says, we have some work to do. And if you would like, feel free to reach out to Denise and I. We would love to just discuss that with you. But we do want to make sure that we provide value each and every week. And you can get this free online. That's a health assessment by going to habits.yourweeklyfocus.com. It's habits.yourweeklyfocus.com. It's not designed to trap you to join our meal plan or any of our other programs, but it will give you some insight in terms of the daily habits that you're creating. And so over on YouTube, I know I've been talking about our YouTube channel. I've just pulled it up, and you can go to youtube.com/at Russ McCann and go to your weekly focus podcast. And so you're going to see today's episode up at the very top. I've got it turned off here. It's going to tell you if we have any upcoming lives that you're aware of so that you can schedule those. It'll give you a library of our past live streams that we've been doing. And then we've created some amazing playlists. So, we have the 12-week series that we did over the last 12 weeks. That's here. We did some health tip playlists. We did some interviews with clients and fitness professionals. There's some great stuff. And then a couple of years we did the 30 days live with Russ McCann. That was a series we did. And those are always fun. It always kind of gave you a little snapshot into Denise and I's life of having fun and doing like that. So anyway, I would just encourage you to go to our podcast channel, click on the little word that says subscribe, and that way you get notified every time we go live. And I would just encourage you to come and be a part of that. So I want to thank everybody over in the chat who were commenting back and forth with us. I know Cherie and Denise were there, and not sure who else was all there. But I would just encourage you, when you get to be a part of our lives, come and join us and interact with us. It really gives me a chance to kind of bring up your comments into our screen. We get a chance to dialogue back together, and it's really one of the fun things that I love so much. So anyway, I would just encourage you, set your calendar to join us every Friday morning at 10 o'clock and be a part of your weekly focus. We won't disappoint you. And you know what? There are some episodes that are better than others, but I know there's always something that we can take away from our discussion. And if anything, it just gives us a chance to stop, turn off the noise, and focus on what's important to you. So organize your life around the things that matter most, and you'll have a very fulfilling life. So with that, you guys go out and have a great weekend. The holidays are right around the corner. Come and join me for my 7-week series, and see you again next Friday. Bye, everyone.